Alonso's done it! Fernando.
From sleeping in caravans to commanding billion-dollar pit crews, F1 drivers prove there's no single road to racing glory. Some fought their way up from broken homes and borrowed gear, while others were born into empires. Let's dive into the wild contrast between F1's richest and poorest drivers. Esteban Ocon. Here's where the story turns truly inspiring. Esteban Ocon didn't come from privilege or luxury. No private jets, no fancy sponsors. His father worked as a mechanic, and his mother ran a small garage in Évreux, France. When they realized their son's passion for racing wasn't just a phase, they made an unthinkable decision. They sold everything, their home, their business, their stability, to fuel his dream. They packed their entire lives into a small caravan and began living on the racing circuit. Every race meant scraping by, salvaging used tires from other teams, and recycling whatever they could find to keep Ocon's kart running. Picture that, a family chasing races across Europe, sleeping in cramped spaces, surviving on sheer belief that one day it would all pay off. Then came 2011, the WSK Euro Series. Although Ocon did not win, his second place behind Max Verstappen spoke loudly and clearly. He belonged. He was battling the best, demonstrating that natural ability can trump any economic handicap, not just surviving. Mercedes noticed that performance and brought him into their junior program. Soon thereafter, he defeated Verstappen to win the 2014 Euro F3 Championship and debuted in Formula One for Manor in 2016. But Ocon never lost the caravan days in mind, even though he had success in podiums. For every lap he's run, he still gives credit to his parents' sacrifices, the nights spent tallying coins and the terror of losing all. His trip involves love, tenacity, and heart as well as speed. Ocon's story shows that in a world powered by money, passion can still claim the checkered flag. Michael Schumacher. Here is an almost too improbable tale to be genuine. Michael Schumacher, the man who would eventually rule Formula One, grew not from luxury or privilege. His mother ran a tiny local eatery, and his father was a bricklayer who also ran a karting track. Michael's passion for racing burned brightly from the start, even if money was constrained. His family built luxury karts piece by piece, using scrap metal and abandoned components as they could not afford them. Early times were sheer guts. Imagine little Michael learning how to control speed and battle for every inch of land with homemade equipment on muddy tracks. His youth soundtrack comprised the roar of motors and the smell of oil. Every lap was a resiliency and creativity lesson, a master's course in transforming constraints into power. Then destiny entered. Schumacher's ability was noticed by local businessman Jürgen Dilk, who became his first sponsor. German junior kart champion in 1983, German F3 champion by 1990, and his F1 debut with Eddie Jordan in 1991. From there, he was unstoppable. The others became legendary: 7 world titles, everlasting fame. Schumacher's story shows that champions are created from passion, persistence, and an unrelenting drive, not from riches. Lewis Hamilton.
Welcome everybody to the drivers' press conference ahead of the FIA Formula One.
Here's a story of sacrifice that redefines what real support looks like. Lewis Hamilton didn't rise on privilege. He rose on persistence. His father, Anthony, worked 4 jobs at once, sometimes sleeping in the car just to save enough for Lewis's next race. Picture that: long nights, empty wallets, but a dream that refused to die. Ron Dennis saw Lewis and signed him to McLaren's junior program at just 13. But behind every fast lap was his father's training, instructing him not just how to drive, but also how to think like a racer. Long before any team improved his talent, Anthony molded his son's instincts by means of late braking, reading corners, and remaining calm under stress. From jam-packed road trips to championship podiums, their narrative acts as the model for tenacity. Hamilton's legacy is founded on heart, grit, and a father's unrelenting faith in his son. 7 world championships later, not riches. Sebastian Vettel.
I'm there as well.
Really? Would you put that red dress again with that really...
Okay, it's time to go.
Then there's Sebastian Vettel, a youngster who developed apart from the glittering world of Formula One. His mother handled the home, his father was a carpenter, and there were no flashy karts or large-budget projects. Just a family who believed in his vision and a boy with great, irrepressible skill. Vettel climbed the summit of racing by means of will, talent, and constant effort. Celebrated for his accuracy, speed, and intelligence, the four-time world champion showed that pure talent and hard work are able to produce a legacy money alone could never buy. Nikita Mazepin.
As you know, I have lost my contract to compete in the Formula One World Championship.
Let us now change the narrative and enter the world of Nikita Mazepin, a radically different one. He grew up in luxury that most of us could only wish for. Nikita was given every chance to pursue speed from the very beginning by his Russian billionaire father, Dmitry Mazepin, who has $2.2 billion. A well-laid road to Formula One included early exposure to the racing scene, elite coaches, and karting trophies. Nikita's early results were impressive on paper. He won the Russian karting championship in 2011 and finished second in the 2014 Karting World Championship. But behind every trophy and sponsorship deal was his father's deep pockets. When he joined Haas in F1, it wasn't pure merit that got him there. His father's multi-million-dollar sponsorship rescued a struggling team and secured Nikita a seat. Talent alone didn't earn him the opportunity, wealth did. Yet money couldn't cover everything. On-track mistakes, collisions, and conflicts with teammates and pit crews earned him the unflattering nickname Mazepin. Controversies mounted, and when global politics intervened, his father's ties to Putin during the Ukraine invasion, Haas had no choice but to let him go. Mazepin's story is a stark reminder. Wealth may open doors, but it cannot buy respect, skill, or a lasting legacy. Lando Norris. Here is Lando Norris, a different kind of wealth tale. Most aspiring drivers could only dream of the opportunities Lando's father, Adam Norris, creator of Pure Electric and worth almost $250 million, provided him. He had first-day access to premium karting gear, elite teams, and resources that helped him to make the early ascent easier. He started his F1 debut in 2017 with the McLaren Junior program. The crucial thing here, however, is that Lando did not depend only on money. His innate ability, keen intuition, and accuracy behind the wheel guaranteed he was a genuine rising star, not merely another affluent youngster delighting in a quick automobile. Through Pure Electric's collaboration with McLaren, Adam Norris arranged support that gave Lando a form and enabled him to forge his own road, rather than just invest in cars and sponsorships. Lando's adventure emphasizes the equilibrium between benefit and talent. Opportunity can open doors, but it is competence, constancy, and will that transform possibility into success. Lando demonstrated in a sport where milliseconds count that talent matched with support, not just wealth, produces a contender worth watching. Lance Stroll.
Thanks. Yeah, it's good to be here. It's good to be home, racing in Montreal, and rest of feeling good.
Then there's Lance Stroll, the perfect illustration of daddy's money in Formula One. With a net worth of $3.9 billion, Lawrence Stroll, a Canadian millionaire, owns anything from a racing track to a car collection valued at more than $180 million. For Lance, this was a life many aspiring drivers could only dream of. Private jets, top-tier karting gear, and the best coaching money could buy. Personal mentoring from a former F1 driver is included. Lawrence went beyond giving resources. By purchasing Prima Racing and later Racing Point, now Aston Martin, he all but ensured Lance a Formula One seat. With no qualifications needed, the route was paved. A career in the sport was practically offered to him. The VIP treatment guaranteed he could concentrate on racing while his father took care of everything else. But his financial support did not always match his on-track results. Money can buy opportunities, but it cannot create talent, resolve, or composure under pressure. Struggles in qualifying, confrontations with pit crews, and erratic performances underline this irrefutable fact. Success in Formula One calls for tenacity, instinct, and earned respect lap by lap, in addition to a silver spoon. Lance Stroll's narrative is really different from those of drivers like Ocon, Schumacher, Hamilton, or Vettel. Lance shows that even billions of dollars cannot guarantee legacy, personality, or admiration in the unrelenting Formula One environment. F1 is a world of speed, skill, and sacrifice, where some rise from nothing and others ride on billions. True legends are built on talent and heart. What's your take? Drop a comment and don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more insider stories.